Welcome to this video in which I will show you how to connect an old hi-fi system. I'm doing this video because 1/3 of my audience is rather young, so you never know in case they want to use the sound machine from their parents or even grandparents. It can help in providing a really good sound. So for installing the hi-fi system, let's go. So for the moment, everything is stored here on this amazing soufflet. Don't hesitate to have a look at the video on how I refreshed it. And you find also here a couple of bananas, and this is for opening you a little bit to the French culture, because there is a very good singer, French singer called Philippe Katherine. He made a song which made him very famous, which is Laissez-moi manger ma banane, let me eat my banana. I'm talking about this because he did also a very nice other song, which is Ma vieille chaîne, which is telling a bit the hard feelings he had when throwing away his old hi-fi system. You see here the central piece of the hi-fi system, which is the amplifier. We start from the left. This is the power button. Then you have here a connector for a jack. This is for the headsets. Here on this model there are different options. You can put the speakers off, and then you can choose for either the A ones or the B ones. We'll see this in the back, this is not a detail. Then you have here the button for the bass, so good for having a deep sound. Same for the treble. Here the balance, this is for putting the sound either on the left or on the right. And then you have here the connector for the different systems. You see here tuner, phono, and auxiliaries. And here it's interesting to notice that the tape monitor is separate. So basically, if in case you're not using any cassettes, then you put it high, meaning then it's off. Here the loudness is for reducing some side noise. And here the volume button, so pump up the volume. But what is important for the installation is to see now on the back. So basically you see here the different entries of the buttons that we've seen on the front. So you start here with phono, so this is for the LP player. Not to forget here, there's a little earth connection. That's only for the phono. Then you have here an entry for the tuner, an entry for auxiliaries. And here this is for the tapes, meaning the cassettes. This was for the exit of the sound, so for recording what was played. And this here was for listening, so this is the entry for the play mode. Then we enter here into the loudspeaker section. So you can see here that there were two different circuits, either A, so in this case you plug everything here on the top, or B, then you plug everything here on the bottom. Also interesting to notice here these outlets for power. So we'll be using this for the CD player, because you will have noticed that there is no entry here for a CD player. So you have to know that there are different signals. So this signals for the phono is quite peculiar, but otherwise you can use the entry for tuner, auxiliaries, and even the tape, here this time in the play mode. But we will be using one of these two. The signal is correct for CD players. Connections between the amplifier and the other items of the hi-fi system is all based on these type of plugs, which are called chinch. And basically there are two, because you have left and right. So normally you have here also colors inside, which makes it easier. Nevertheless, I'm giving you the solution. The red is for the right and the white is for the left. So you see here the left and right. And let's imagine I will plug my CD player into the tuner plugs where the signal is compatible. I will then put the red on the right and the white on the left, based on these indications here on the back. So now let's have a quick look on the CD player. Basically this here is a DVD player, but it's also working perfectly for CDs. And this is very abundant. You can find them very easily on secondhand shops or even better on the flea market. So don't hesitate to take a DVD player in case you're looking for a CD player. You see here this time we have the colors inside the plugs, so that's rather easy. And you have also the indication about the right or the left. So here I'm taking the red with the red, so this will be for the right. And then I'm taking the white for the left. And that's it. So now we come to the LP player. So this is for phono. Same approach. I'm putting the red on the right, the white on the left. And then here there's this little connector for the earth. And for putting it correctly, make sure that you have the little washer below and the connector above, and then you just turn like this gently. Doesn't need to be hardly pushed. That's it. In case the chinch connections are difficult to remove, don't pull like wild, because otherwise you will remove this plastic protection. So here it's better to take a little plier. You push slightly and you're getting it out. So this is probably the right moment for speaking about the connections on the loudspeaker. So it's basically very simple. You have these very simple wires. For opening, you just press on the button and then you have it. For plugging it in, you better turn this like this. And then cautious, because there's a direction. The red one, we will put the one which has a little stripe, a little black stripe on the side. And then for placing it, you just plug in, you press here, and then you can insert the wire. And then we take the other one for the other side. And in case it's old, don't hesitate to push it up like this, that it's holding better. Find again this wire that I've just shown you. And we have to respect on the other side the same then on the loudspeaker. So you see there's one wire here with a black stripe, and this is the one I'm putting into the red. And here I'm taking the B circuit. For the other set we make the same. Here the little black stripe. So this is going on the red, and then the black one is going here. That's it, my friends. Now you know everything about how to connecting the different elements of your hi-fi system. I invite you now to join me in a second video, which is explaining how is the optimal display for the room, especially for the loudspeakers. I will also show you this chinch, which is ending with a mini jack. This will be very useful for connecting your mobile phone or your computer. And then there's also an option for connecting a receiver, which enables you to share the signals via Bluetooth or via Wi-Fi. So see you in a second in the next video on Happy Hour TV 1.